Hi.
Do it. Do it. I dare you. I dare you to do that. Welcome, everybody, to the Renegade Realm Podcast, episode 104. Let me check. 104. Thank you all so much for being here. Shout out to everyone in chat hanging out. I see you guys. Andrew Cullinane, Game and Adaptation Newscast, Barry Donnellan, BT Maverick, Slow Lark. What's up, man? I have a message from you. I meant to respond to that yesterday or something. Slow Lark says, not caught the trailer or screenshot yet myself, but hoping it's been well received for the dev's sake more often than anyone else. Yes. It has been very well received. American Fury, what's up, man? Fark you. Toxic Buttwind. Frost. Yes, that's all I see, but I know that there are probably more of you hanging out behind the scenes. And real quick, before we do anything else, I want to shout out all the channel members Thank you guys so much for being a channel member. It's incredible. It's if you want to support the channel, that's how you do it. You can just hit the little join button, and there you go. Got new emojis, and that I'll change them up if I see people not using the ones that I've made, depending on its popularity. But shout out to channel members: Cold Eastwood, American Fury, Hargeet Chani, Barry Donnellan, Game Seeker, Highlander Grim, FarQ, That Blue Number, Talos Ray, Assassin, AEC founder Mr. Click, User for Games, Brewhood, Nick Artistic, Mojave Mojo, and Jended. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my bottoms for the support. Really appreciate you guys. And if you're new here, it's a weekly podcast. We go live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're joined every single week by DeMarco Dude. That's you.
What?
Yep.
Hi.
And
yes, I was watching the Grand
No,
Theft Auto
keep
6
watching the thing. Also joined by Assassin.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. It is a good evening, isn't it? It's good. I got some, did you get sleep? Did you feel good and rested? And
For the past week, I've been getting 3-4 hours of sleep because I've been playing games and catching up on what's going on. So, yeah, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep.
good. That's good. But you got your room clean, right? That's all
Yes.
taken care of.
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
That's all
Yes.
that matters. That's fantastic. And of course, Holly, That Blue Number. Yep. All right, and so
Or changing her name to That Yellow Chair.
that yellow chair, exactly. Drake Williams, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. He says, hello, beautiful people. And I'm going to pin FarQ. That way you can see the emojis that you can use if you become a channel member. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you, guys. There she is. So while DeMarco's watching this trailer, let's just jump. Oh,
I had
what?
drink
That
of-
is
I had to
amazing.
get a drink in my Gears of War whiskey glass.
In celebration of the Gears of War One remake, reloaded, remastered Last of Us edition. Right?
The last of Ing. Yeah.
The Last of Ing.
I
The
thought it was gonna be
the
a
Last of
collection.
Gears. The Gears of Us. I love it.
I saw a thing the other day was that was finally there's gonna be a good GOW game on PlayStation, and I thought it was very funny.
GOW, as in like God of War.
There's finally gonna be a good GOW game,
Right? Yeah, that's so funny.
and I love God
it.
of War. I think God of War's fun. Don't attack me. I'm not the one who made that comment.
no.
I just thought it was
How
funny.
dare
I mean,
like.
it'd be great if Xbox actually had a great superhero game, but they don't.
That's true. Frost, it is a Star Set shirt. Yes, love Star Set. A huge fan. Huge fan of them. Went to go see him live. That's where I got this. Spent like $45 on this shirt that, well, it's just how concerts work. But, hey, okay, Assassin. So you, besides being tired, how have you been and what you been into, man?
Let's see. So, I've been playing Destiny, the very first one. I think I mentioned this last time, like 2 weeks ago. I've been playing with a coworker. We've been doing strikes and raids, trying to get our characters leveled up. I chose the Warlock class because I figured that's the most fun of the bunch. So I've been playing that. I've been playing Siege with my friends whenever they've called, because that's what friends do. They call to play and hang out.
That's right.
The main thing that I've been doing is playing Expedition 33. I've gotten up to, actually, I'm at my PlayStation. Let me see how much time I got. Let's see.
I am curious
I
how much.
have 36 hours.
Okay, that's fair. And
That has been my main game.
That's not bad. And so, and you've been exploring, right, and looking around and stuff also. So
Yes, I
so-
have beaten the main story. I'm grinding my levels, doing some side missions and stuff. I really want to try and get the platinum for this game before Doom, but if not, then it's not a big deal. I really do like this game. It's my game of the year so far, which I know we're going to talk about it later, and I know Holly probably has a lot to say about it, but yeah, so far, this is absolutely my game of the year.
That's fantastic. Oh, thank you so much, Happy Bomb. I haven't really done. I put some like tanning up here to make it give you the illusion that it's darker. But No, I'm kidding. She's talking to Holly. is your hair a different color? It looks darker. No. You know, it's so funny. American Fury says I have 43 hours in Expedition 33. I remember, man. You guys remember 40 hours used to be what would nowadays be 100 hours. So I remember playing KOTOR for the first time, or even like Mass Effect. And like you spent so much time trying to do as much as you possibly could, doing all the side quests, exploring, collecting everything or whatever. You're like, I must have a ton of hours in this game. And then you go look and you're like 38 hours and you're about to beat the game. And that's like scouring for content. And that's like such peak. Instead of just
That's
like
a good time. That's what games should be. Games
Yeah.
should be 40 hours. I think
Yeah.
30 to 40 hours is the perfect video game duration.
Are you talking
Especially
about
for
like 100%ing
RPGs.
DeMarco for 40 hours, or are you talking like just the main story? 40 hours.
No, I would somewhere in between 100%ing. Like the way that I play games, I don't go for 100%, but I like to try to find as many collectibles as I can. It's like I find a bunch of stuff, but I don't go like lose my mind doing it.
I only try to platinum games that I really do love. Like if it's just a good game like South of Midnight, I'm not gonna try and get all the achievements. But for this one, yeah.
I'll put it this way: if you're trying to take your time with the game and you are doing the optional side content and you're doing some of the collectibles but not all of them, 40 hours is a perfect amount of time for a game.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I agree. And we're not talking about Call of Duty games. There are some games that just 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours or whatever.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 being only 3 hours. Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny. People said how short that campaign was. I for Modern Warfare 3's, the new one, the new campaign, I had like 12 hours or something in it. Like, there's a lot to do. I feel like if you're mainlining it and not doing all the other stuff, but it left so much room for exploration and collectibles, and you can approach things differently. Like, that was so inaccurate. But yeah, if you can dude, people can mainline Cyberpunk's main quest in like 20 hours probably, or probably even less than that. But you can also put 457 hours into it like I did.
Got some news about Cyberpunk later, so. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You already know about it.
I don't, so this will be surprising, or maybe I just forgot. But yes.
You did. You always forget.
I do. I have the worst memory, which is, again, I've said this before. Bad memory equals even better replay value for watching movies and replaying games, because I forget everything. It's the best. Which, by the way, there's something I just reinstalled on like a crazy whim last night. I was getting all emotional. I was playing Starfield, and I was like, I miss Mass Effect so much. And I watched, if you guys know Kate, oh god, no. There's Kala Elizabeth. There's some Mass Effect content creators that there's these two women who do amazing
I know
coverage.
exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, she's so good.
Yeah. N7 Kate.
Yes, N7 Kate. Yes, and she does these breakdowns where I'm like, I don't understand how people do these. It's insane. And her recent one was like 35 minutes long, and I was like emotional watching it because it was so compelling. Even if it doesn't turn out to be true, it's just she's such a huge fan of Mass Effect, and I'm The Witcher, and I am just going to do all the books and all the comics and everything in order. In between I'm a psychopath like that, but it's one of my favorite things to do. I love doing that. But anyway, but DeMarco, what have you been into, man? I know you've been busy, obviously, because that's life. But have you had time to play games? I saw you playing Jedi Survivor. Is that all you've been playing?
I've been all over the place. Well, I was just on the Gamers Council with Hargeet and oh dear God, not now, brain. Don't do this to me.
Web Dave.
Web Dave. How
Yeah.
did you forget the host?
Because my brain is in 700 places. Holly knows. And also, so Web Dave and Hargeet, and then I also did another show, which was, yeah, exactly. FarQ understands it. Oh no, with the loading sign. That's exactly what's going on in my brain.
Umbra show?
Umbra's, well, yeah, it was, oh my God, sorry, just give me a second.
You're fine. You
It's
got
a
time?
day. Today's
It's
a day.
Dang day. Yep.
I was on 2 shows, and they were a lot of fun to do. 2 different podcasts. And we did some Minecraft over the weekend with Miyu and Holly, and that was a lot of fun, even though I was being a control freak over the whole thing.
It was so fun.
that
It was
was-
so fun. Up till
So,
3
let's
Let's tell the
a.m.
truth and say that
I
you're
need-
playing Call of Duty.
Well, was doing some I started the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign for the first time, and it seems interesting. I was doing some Jedi Survivor as well, which is just a really great game all around. And there's been some Expedition 33 as well. I haven't beaten Act 1 yet, but
Me neither.
I have been having a good time with that game, and I'm excited to play more because it does have a really intriguing story. It does get a little bit repetitive as far as like I personally felt when you're sort of running around some of the areas, but maybe that's just a me problem because I see an enemy and I'm like, I gotta go kill it, I gotta go fight it. So
Yep.
I just end
I'm
up
the same
fighting
way.
everything, and then I feel like I'm like, why am I still stuck? I've been in this area for 10 hours. Like, what's going on?
That's a good thing about an RPG.
it's a good
You
thing
don't
about an
realize that you've been
RPG.
in the same area.
Well, you know
And
when
I-
you rest in a flag, everything respawns except for like bosses and mini bosses. So
Yeah, that's part of the problem. Is then I see them all on the map again. I'm like, I gotta fight them. Until eventually I'm able to.
I mean, it's
to
great for
use myself
grinding.
away. Phenomenal for grinding, but it's like why I don't finish a lot of games is because I do the exact same thing where I'm like, I gotta explore everything, and then I get to a point where I start to get bored, and it's because I'm not progressing, because I'm just doing all the side stuff that is less interesting than the main stuff. And if I just kind of found out how to balance these things, but I see optional side things and I go, I need to do the optional side things.
Squirrel.
Otherwise it just trigger in my brain completely and utterly just fires off on all cylinders, and it's impossible for me to progress at all. But that being said, it's phenomenal. So, sorry, the other I did Xbox Infinite podcast with Risk It for the Biscuit, and that was a really good time as well. As well as Holly, Umbra, and
that's it.
that was it.
That's it.
That was it. See, just took a
There you
while to come to me. I needed to breathe. Took a while to come to me, but it's been a day. It's been a month.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've been jumping around a lot. I have also been doing that. I don't know why. But anyway, Holly, you've also been playing Clair, Obscur, and anything else? What else you got? What's been going on? You've been guesting as well with everyone. Or maybe just Fawns. Am I crazy?
Just fun. Just fun.
Okay.
Yeah. I was on GameStop Live on Saturday. I had a really good conversation with Fonz and Hargeet. And
I'm like 25 minutes into it.
And Jay. Can't remember his screen name. But anyway, yeah, I did that. That was a good time. I of course played Minecraft with these two, and I played Schedule 1 with DeMarco and our bestie Jonas, and I played Oblivion on Sunday, and I also played Arc Raiders, and I played tons of Clair Obscur. I don't know what Clair Obscur means. I need to look that up. But Expedition 33, played a lot of that, and I am basically at the Paintress, which is not, there's no spoilers. I don't like spoilers. I'm basically at that fight, but I've gone back to go do a couple things, and then I'll go do that, and then I was texting Assassin today, like, is there end game, or if you go to the boss, are you locked out? Because, like, I need to know that. I wish a game would tell you, before you go some like towards the end, like you will be locked out, or it's cool, bro. There's endgame. Don't worry about it. I wish there was
Yeah.
something that
Because
told you on
sometimes
all of them.
the majority
Some
of the time
games
it's
do.
one. Well, the majority of the time it's. Are you sure you want to do it? Because this is a point. Make sure to tie up any loose ends or whatever. But then it doesn't tell you that what that means is you can't come back. It just
Right.
you're just like,
Because
okay, so this
sometimes
means
you can finish the story and still go back, even if it says like, "Are you sure?" Because
Yeah.
sometimes it'll still let you go back. But I wish there was just clear, like clear as day, like, yes, you will be able to return to this point later, or there's no, there's no after the ending here, right? Like,
Yeah.
anyway. So having said that, I'm gonna go back and make my way through the final, I think.
What's your level
but
at, Holly?
I'm 48, I think,
Get it higher.
before the paintress.
50
I
minimum.
mean,
You're gonna suffer.
how do you know I'm not that good?
she's just
Because
parrying everyone.
it took me 45 minutes to beat her. And
What
it's
level were you?
I was 52.
Okay. Well, I just got a certain ability. So here's another thing that I didn't realize as I was just going back and kind of trolling around looking for some stuff. This is just word to the wise to a lot of you. You'll go to the Gestural Village, and it's a really fun place, and there's lots of vendors and other stuff. Make sure you go back there, because I just happened to go back looking for something, and I talked to a vendor that I had talked to when I first went there and a long time ago, and they were like, "Oh yes, thank you for returning with this," and they gave me like 60 lumina or 70 lumina. So
Are
I
you
had like,
what?
yes. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So just keep going back, because I think he will still give me more later if I return with more things, whatever it was that he wanted. So I got my Lumina. My Lumina is now up to like 120. So anyway, and that's spreading among 3 characters, 120 each, and then two or three of the other characters are lower, because you can only have 3 to part. Anyway, sorry, that's a lot of like, but Arc Raiders. I played Arc Raiders. Wonderful Bobby Hawk. Like, if you got into the tech test, you can get 2 friend passes. So Bobby sent me the link for me to fill out the thing for the friend pass. So I didn't get it till like Sunday. Basically, I didn't get a chance to play it till Sunday night. So I played with Farq, because Farq got into the alpha or tech test or whatever you call it. So we played for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours Sunday night.
Nice.
I have a lot of thoughts about Arc Raiders.
Better than Marathon.
Well, I can't say, because I tried to get into that one as well. I'll tell you what, the freaking access to Arc Raiders was much more simple than Marathon. It was like they were trying to do this weird, like, exclusive thing where you couldn't get to it without going through the ridiculous Discord and something else, etc., etc. So, like, I don't know why they did that, because it just made it impossible. And even like, I saw some people that have over 1 million followers on YouTube talking about how they weren't able to get in either, because they'd limited it so much. So I don't know why they did that. So I can't really compare it, except for like visuals wise, from what I've seen of people playing Marathon. But everybody says who's played both that Arc Raiders is just more interesting. It's fun. Like, I would buy this. Like, if it's a pay, I mean, obviously I'd prefer it to be free, because it's a extraction shooter. But if you have to buy it, I would buy this if it was in that $20 to $40 range. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. The
Fantastic.
visuals are fantastic. It looks really good. There's a really good progression system in it. It's really nice because your backpack has 3 safe spots. So even if you get murked and you can't extract, you still get to take 3 things out with you. Or you get to keep safe 3 things, right? Which is
Okay.
really big. And there's like there's different benches that you build as you collect parts from the zone. There were 4 or 5 different drop points in the tech test, which is good, and all of them were very interesting. And then you don't get access to like all the guns and stuff right away. It slowly unlocks for you, and I'm not quite sure if it unlocks because you pick up you can pick up a blueprint in the zone. So I'm not sure if it unlocks because you pick up a blueprint, or maybe you found a weapon in, the weapon. Finding weapons in the zone was actually really rare. But maybe if you find one, you bring it back, then it unlocks for you to be able to purchase or build it or whatever. But it's really good.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I signed up for it, so maybe I'll qualify for the next beta.
Yeah, I hope they open it up bigger next time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because that is coming. Yeah, that's coming to everything. So grab that on. Yeah, I think I signed up for Xbox whenever I signed up for that. That's awesome. And by the way, Frost, I'm sure you guys saw it. Clair Obscur. Frost says Clair Obscur is the French translation of Chiosicure, which I did that perfectly. It's a term used in art to describe a particularly strong contrast of light and dark. I thought.
It's chiaroscuro.
Thank you, Brock.
Thank you. Say it again.
Chiaroscuro.
Wow, look at that. Flawless. Thank you.
Chiaroscuro.
Chiaroscuro. I always thought that. I've been thinking lately that Clair Obscur is the name. It's sort of like Final Fantasy, but I don't know if that's like when they make their next game, it's going to be called Clair Obscur. Flaming dinosaur. Whatever they'll name it. Clair Obscur, the Knight of the Dragon Queen or whatever. But in different universes, but it's the same. I would love for Clair Obscur just to be a new new IP. That'd be great. Farky says, if you don't get anything back, I should be able to send you an invite. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Is it 4 players? Is it 3 player? Arc Raiders.
3. We just like left the party open and matched with random people. I gotta say, this is like the first time random matchmaking we had really good teammates. There was only like 1 or 2 times we were like, the fuck, like what person
people
doing,
were trying.
right? But like,
We played Towerborne.
Oh wait,
Remember? And we forgot. We all forgot about it.
oh, we played Game of the Year.
We
We
played.
played Game of the Year.
That's how memorable that game was, I guess.
Yeah. So
That
guys,
all
Yeah, I was
three
about to
of
say,
us-
it must not be a very good game if none of you remember that.
all
you played
3
it.
of us forgot that we played it.
yeah,
It was
On purpose.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't necessarily a memorable one. I definitely think.
So it was poor.
No, it wasn't poor. Like there was charm. It did have some charm to it. It had solid gameplay. Like it was simple.
So it was great.
No, it was fine. Like it was average. It wasn't a bad game. It wasn't great. I would say that it copies directly Castle Crashers, and there hasn't really been a game like Castle Crashers. There hasn't been a game like Castle Crashers in a while that has done it that well. It tried to do it, and Castle Crashers just had so much style and flair to it that when this game is a little bit more generic, the art style is beautiful, but it just wasn't able to capture that same feeling. And then of course it's loaded with microtransactions, which I didn't play long enough to see how prevalent that would be versus the rate you get new gear. You do get a lot of gear though. They drop tons of gear. So I can see where the fun is in it. You get levels and you get your skills, and you could do different abilities and stuff. And especially if they expand those, I think it could be pretty fun. But it just felt a little plain.
So, by the way, sorry, Frost, I did not mean to remove your your comment. I meant to unpin it. It's been a long time since I've done a podcast. Yeah, Towerborne, we're definitely not the target audience for that game. I could
I would say it's a
see
niche audience.
it's very much like
Very niche.
like we're talking like the younger crowd of people, and the game loop, it had a really interesting idea with the grid.
World
It
map.
has the world, the overworld was really cool.
That was
I liked
cool.
it because it made you feel like you're exploring, but in a pseudo
And I
what the word would
almost
be.
wish they would have done like I think what could have really made that game pretty cool, like the missions were really short. You get in and then you do like 3 minutes and then you're done, and that's it, which is fine, I guess, but
I
it
don't
doesn't
think
feel like it doesn't.
3 minutes is probably long compared to what there's.
Some of them
They were
felt
so
shorter.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
felt short. So you're kind of just like hopping in and out, which in some cases is fine. Like I think for certain missions that would be okay, but that was basically all the ones that we played, with the exception of a boss fight that we did get to, that Red and I got to, but that boss fight was just really, really repetitive, honestly. It didn't do anything unique, and it was the first giant boss you can get to, and you see him on the map, and he's this gargantuan monster that's looking over everything, and you go, all right, like even I was excited. I was like, this is gonna be awesome, like this is where the game's gonna pick up. And then you get to him, and he's an eighth of the size that he was on the world map, so he just becomes like just kind of slightly bigger than the other.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, all right, so he's not as intimidating as he was on the map, but like, all right, like this will be good. And then he was such a bullet sponge that you're fighting him forever. It didn't feel satisfying, and I think it would have been really cool if they actually took a page in a Helldiver's book. Like if the delay was implemented because they had done something where these enemies, and maybe there is this mechanic, maybe we didn't get far enough, but I feel like they should have introduced it earlier. Like if there was a mechanic where you're sort of fighting back against these monsters and you have to work like across your whole team to uncover the map and push outward from this tower that's in the middle, and then if you don't protect a certain region, then sort of the enemies can encroach towards the tower, and if they get to the tower, then there's like a very unique type of mission that plays out, right, that you have to do where you're doing this defense thing. Then like there were a lot of, I think, interesting things they could have done. But do you want to take care of that, right? That's all my thoughts.
Jesus,
But do you want to take care of that?
assassin. Well, first of all, thank you so much, FarQ, for gifting a channel membership to none other than King Styles, who is a big prominent member of the community. Thank you so much for doing that. And then fucking Assassin says, hold my sippy cup, and he gives 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much for doing that, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Frost, Jax82, Dr. Funkenstein, Biff Rinaldi, and Music72 got channel memberships. Thank you guys. Or thank you, Assassin. Thank you, FarQ. That's what I meant to say. Thank you guys so much for doing that. It's really nice of you. Now what do we do? That's it. That's the end of the show. I don't even think Assassin's here, but I'll have to thank him whenever he gets
I
back.
am.
Oh, okay, good. Well, thank you. Yeah, Holly? All right, good. And there you go. There's the emojis. FarQ's showing them off in the chat. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, wait, did I do those? Yeah, it took me so fucking long to get those to work. So much time. But anyway, okay. So everyone... Oh, real quick. I've been playing everything lately. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. May the 4th happened 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh, I need to play a Star Wars game. So I downloaded Jedi Academy, Star Wars Racer, Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront Classic Collection, Battlefront 2, and I played all of those. And then because I played that, I was like, well, time to get back into Starfield, and I played Starfield again. And there's a new creation or mod that's achievement friendly that adds full. It's the mod that I've been waiting for a long time. I think it's like $1, and it's called Real Fuel, and it adds this super simplistic fuel system to the game, and it just works. And it has just changed everything for me. And I'm like, I'm gonna make a video on this. I'm like, I literally just made a video on a mod that did the same thing, but it's way more convoluted. This one is incredible. It's amazing. So anyway, I've been playing that, and then and then I told you guys I watched the N7 Kate video, and I was like, F. Now I want to play Mass Effect. So I downloaded Mass Effect. Oh my god, Mass Effect. Oh my god, Mass Effect is just the best. It's just the best. Like, you boot up, you hear that menu music, and you're just like, you just want to just cry and just hug your controller and cry into your Commander Shepard pillow that I have. And so I got like an hour. I did Eden Prime, and then I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the right way, because by the time that Mass Effect 5 or 4 or whatever gets announced, maybe I should just like slow my roll. I want to do all the audiobooks, I want to do all the comics and everything again, so I'm gonna go full on in that soon. I still need to finish The Witcher, which again, it's another one of those games I'm just not trying to rush, because I'm trying to span it out that way. At least I'm like a year removed from finishing The Witcher and finishing Mass Effect trilogy again before the next Mass Effect and the next Witcher, if that makes sense. I don't want to be too far away. Like, I want to have it semi-fresh in my brain. So, and weirdly, this is the weird one. I've never, okay, and hear me out, okay? I booted up and played by myself for the first time ever GTA Online, because we'll talk about GTA. You're gonna say why? Because I've been watching these RP videos, like everyone role playing in servers on PC, and it's so funny, so fun to watch. And I'm just like,
watch if you haven't seen Stan the Waterman, I think I've talked about this on your show before, but maybe. Stan the Waterman, it's Markiplier's GTA roleplay, and he plays as Stan the Waterman, who's just trying to deliver water to the people of Los Santos. He's a water delivery guy.
I love that.
It's hysterical. I wish I could improv as well as these people do, because they are truly, some of them are just, they're comic. They're literally, they could be comedians. They're just so flippin' funny, and I wish I had that level of comedic timing and improbability.
Yeah, 100%. I watch, Lenny Barn is who I watch, and again, it's insane. He'll upload his more heavily edited videos that are still like an hour and a half, and then he'll upload the slightly less edited videos that are like 4 hours long, and he's just in character the entire time. And everyone's in character. Like, everyone in the server is in character. It's just so fun to watch. So because of that, I was like, I kind of want to play GTA, but do I want to play online? Because that's where I could probably immerse myself more, because I'm not Franklin or Trevor or Michael. Yeah, but the thing is, I've never played GTA Online by myself ever. It's always been, hey, want to run it, and then everyone jumps in and we chaos and we get nothing done, which is fine, which is fun. But actually engaging with all the things that is available in GTA Online, it is completely viable to play by yourself. And by the way, when I play by myself in GTA Online, I go into a private invite-only server. That way you're not seeing so-and-so died, so-and-so left, so-and-so joined, so-and-so killed some. I'm like, shut up! It's the reason that I have such a hard time with MMOs in general, is all the pop-ups, all the notifications. I disabled all of that, and it's been great. It's been great. And I'm like, man, imagine just playing this just with your friends in a lobby. So I don't know. I've been having a really fun time with that. Cole, what's up, man? He says Grandma Threat Auto. Everything, my friend, everything's for sale. Skyrim.
If I had a daughter, I'd sell her in a second. What do you have for sale? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Have you ever seen that? Like, he's no. Like, if I had a daughter, what do you have for sale? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I haven't seen that. That's hilarious.
It's just the way his dialogue is done. He just gets so somber if you ask him, and
Yeah, he says GTA 6 is the longest wait. We're about to talk about it. Holly is doing a thing. I don't know, but she'll be right back. Slow Lark says, "How do you keep up with the best Starfield mod releases, Red?" I literally just check it every single day, even if I don't plan on playing Starfield. It's just
Because
like
there's
this
not
weird
that
thing.
many.
Actually, I'm not kidding, DeMarco. You should go check. There's so many.
No, I'm only messing around.
I know. It's overwhelming. But because it's so overwhelming, Slow Lark, I literally jump on there every day before I start playing any game. I just jump on to see what's new and to see what's achievement friendly, because that's sort of like where I'm at right now, because I feel like I don't want to waste my time playing Starfield if I'm not feeling like I have the checklist of achievements. Like I got the achievement because I helped United Colonies or whatever. But anyway, that's what I do. I literally just check every day. So as soon as something new pops up, it's pretty noticeable. Everything for sale, my friend. Even Xbox games, my friend. Yes, exactly. Okay, well, let's do this thing. And by the time Holly will come back, I'm sure by the time we get to her. So, Assassin, you saw this trailer for GTA 6, the second trailer, whenever it first came out earlier, right? Great. All right. Well, anyway. All right. Let's go to DeMarco, since Assassin isn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So DeMarco, you actually just watched the trailer, right?
I had watched it when it released, but I was at work, so it was like on this tiny thing on the monitor at work. And
Right.
It was in the corner because I didn't want people seeing. Because
The
I didn't know
pop-out
it's
window.
a Grand Theft Auto trailer. It's
Yeah.
it's a Grand Theft Auto trailer. I don't know what's gonna be showing up, and thank God I had it tiny. Because not that there's anything
Yeah.
that bad, but when there's like Lucia rolling around in bed with I don't know
Jason.
what the guy's name is. I can't. Do you see? I don't know what is happening with my brain. I can't remember names
It's okay.
at all
It's okay.
today.
Vitamin
I'm
C.
sorry.
You get
I'm
enough
sorry,
vitamin C?
Web Dave. I don't know. I'm sorry, Web Dave. I'm sorry, Umber. I'm sorry, everybody. Paris came on that show. That was really cool. K Mega challenged Paris, who was in the chat, and then Paris was like, "Send me a code. Like, let me get on
He
this."
came
thing."
in. Yeah. I was there the
Yeah,
whole
it was
time.
really,
It was
really
awesome. It was awesome to see him on.
And I love it. But what is it? So, really cool community people. But yeah. So I had it in this tiny window. So I just watched it again, and it looks really, really good. It was one of the best. I don't want to say the best looking game because it's subjective, but it was the level
with
of
you, man.
detail. It was one of the highest level of detail games that I've ever seen before. I don't want to say best because I feel like I really appreciate artistic style games. Like, I think there's an argument to be made that like Journey is one of the best looking games, even though it's not, or like Shadow of the Colossus, just because it has phenomenal art direction. But that being said, one of the most detailed games I've ever seen. And I'm looking at these people doing these analysis where they're zooming in on the beer bottles or the soda, and there's bubbles coming up on the inside of the bottle, and like the level of, there's like a little iguana going across the street, and they have like every single individual like scale like reflecting off light differently, and it just it's really crazy what Rockstar is able to do. You get why a game like this takes as long as it does, because that's like it's Naughty Dog has always had, just like, if you look at their kind of interior design, like if you go to The Last of Us 1 and you see inside the daughter's room, what's her name, Zoe? The daughter's room in the beginning of The Last of Us 1.
Zoe, yeah.
It is Zoe. Okay, so if you see like just the amount of detail that's in that, Rockstar does that, but across the entirety of, you know, an entire city. Which is just insane to me. And they have something special. You know, you look at it, and I'm not even the biggest Grand Theft Auto fan. I like it. I think they're fun. I've never beaten Grand Theft Auto 5 story. But I think they're really, really fun games. You see why. You see why people love Rockstar as much as they do. You see why Rockstar has the acclaim that they do. And this is going to be one of the biggest games of, if not it's going to be probably the biggest game of this generation, I think, hands down. Rockstar is unmatched when it comes to attention to detail.
And that's the thing. Like there were so many like little things that it's so unnecessary, but once you like as far as attention to detail, like there's a scene where Lucia pulls Jason away from the bar, and he like sets his beer down as she's pulling him away, and the beer bottle like is sort of like tips as the camera pans away, and you can see the liquid inside the bottle moving as well. And I'm like, why you didn't need to do all that? But like it's just insane. And like I said this before, and I'm not kidding. So whenever I checked the group chat once I got up and awake this morning, and the video started playing without there being any audio. So I started watching the trailer, and I thought this was like a promotional trailer, because I swore because I hadn't blown it up to full screen yet. I swore to God, I was like, oh, it's a live action. It's a live action trailer. Is how they're like a promotional, like welcome to Vice City type thing. And then I saw Jason, and I was like, is that Jason? Wait, I was like, hang on, let me rewind. And I was like, it's not live action. It is. So I pulled up in full screen. I was like, for a half second there, I thought that it was live action, because the graphics, the way that the hair is moving, the way that the clothes are blowing in the wind, everything in the background, everything just and the frame rate. And I know was American Fury says no way this gets above 30 FPS, because it was definitely running at 30 FPS. And I think because it was running at 30 FPS, it looked more realistic. It looked more, we always talk about this.
More cinematic, yeah.
Yeah, it looks way more cinematic. And, obviously we can go, and Holly can say as well, her and I both prefer 30 frames because we're weird. But I think this game, it definitely behooves this type of game, just looking so realistic.
That's good, because it's PlayStation marketing rights.
There you go. Right, exactly. So everyone's like, but if you don't want 30, if you want 40 FPS, get the Pro, because there's no way. GTA 6 is gonna be like 230 gigs or something. I have no idea how they're gonna make. Whatever. But people won't care.
Game?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, because Call of Duty is the exception, but that's with add-ons and whatnot. But I was just blown. Number one, I already love these two characters, especially Jason. I was really worried. I was like, what kind of, because Lucia seems to be like this, like, she's very, I don't know, Holly, help me with words. Like, she's not like overly sexualized. She's just she's portrayed as a very sexy. She's all about sexiness. I don't know, like, because it showed her dancing like for the half of the fucking trailer. I was like, okay.
She's what all of the woke
simps
brigade, the anti-woke brigade is always crying about. Why can't every game look like that? That's what they did with her.
Yeah, 100%.
But not in an unrealistic way like Stellar Blade, but more in like a real life way.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
And Jason, fuck, man. Talk about hot. I was like...
Nah, they could have done much better than what they got. We got screwed on this.
You don't like Jason's fucking man bod?
Meh. He
Listen.
wasn't that great looking, and he sounds kind of dumb.
We're on the opposite of that. I kind of liked his, like, my name is Jason Duval. I was like, Duval? Where are you from? My friend was like, you can tell he's not from the city. I'm like, can you though? Because I can't tell. But my friend Jordan, shout out to him. I think he has a good point. I think Jason might not be from the city, and it looks like he sort of lives like on the outskirts, maybe. And you see in the beginning of the whole trailer, where his Uncle Bob or whatever shows up, and he's like, yo, Jason, I need your help or whatever. And he's like, yeah, Jason, good to see you, whatever. And he goes and he pushes open the door and he walks in. That right there is 100% transition into gameplay. The same exact way that Rockstar has been doing it for a long time. And like in Red Dead Redemption, where the cutscene starts to end and then the camera starts to slowly pull in behind you, and he's already in motion, opening a door, picking up a gun, or doing whatever. But that point right there is 100% gameplay. Whenever he walks into the house and then it cuts. And just the level of detail is just insane. I wonder if we can let Jason get like chunky, like in the old school. Because we saw him working out.
I'm just saying the 1-to-1 ratio is not equivalent. That's what I'm just saying.
So he's
I don't
too
know
hot.
I don't know. No, he's not hot enough. All they
Are
had
you
to
saying he's
do
too fat?
was do Henry Cavill, maybe change the face.
Oh,
So they don't have
okay.
to copyright that shit.
Yeah. He's got a good
No, but, like-
square chin face man looking thing.
I mean, I just don't. I would like to know the group of people they pulled for this because I feel like the women let me down.
Well, well, so obviously their hair is going to be able to grow, facial hair for Jason. You can see it in the trailers. Like their hair are different styles and different lengths and everything
Yeah.
throughout.
Yeah, they already
Can you read
confirmed
some
there's gonna be
books?
a lot of.
Can he read some books? I don't care about the accent, but if he
If he's
talks
dumb.
smart, if he talked real smart, then maybe he'd be better.
He's like, "What's your name, kid?" He's like, "Jason Duval." He's like, "Duval, Duval." He might. He might. I mean, because I had it in my head that Jason was like an undercover cop, and again, maybe he is. Maybe he is because there is a scene where
Maybe
in that
that's a
trailer,
persona. Maybe
Yes.
that's a persona.
and I'm telling you because remember
Doesn't seem
they're-
like it.
Like
There-
Heisman in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, like there is a scene in this
The
trailer
opposite.
where Jason and someone's all these gangsters like stand up like what the fuck, and they're like, is he FBI? And they freak out and they're 100% talking about Jason. So there's a part there where you're like, and Rockstar's not gonna just spoil everything, right? Like once we're closer to release,
BT is-
we'll see.
It's
What?
spot on. Everything that he's been typing the last 2 or 3 is just right there.
I love it. I wish BT says I wish he had more depth mentally. Harry Ballsack, what's up, man? Says he is a true Florida man. I just heard him grunting mostly. Rockstar wouldn't make the game that people could predict. Yeah, that's a very good point. Colt says, dang it, Holly has raised the bar. Yeah. 30 FPS for life. Andrew Cullinane says, yes, exactly. Game on Jesse says, can we gain weight in the game? Jason looked jacked, and then they showed him working out. Yes, that's literally what I was just saying. Sorry if I missed that.
Has GTA had that before? I mean,
Yes.
Red Dead has where you can grow your beard.
San
you can
Andreas
get
had that
thin.
feature.
Didn't
Yeah, so-
GTA 5 have it?
So no, they had
I'm pretty
stats.
Sure, no, 5 didn't have it.
So 5 had stats, so you
Oh,
can
yeah,
work
it was
out and
just-
do all that,
right, that's what you
but
can't-
nothing
you can't-
cosmetic
No, I thought
or
you could-
aesthetic.
Nothing.
It didn't
cosmetic,
change.
okay.
It didn't change anything aesthetically. Like, so you could get stronger and faster and blah blah blah. Didn't change anything
Oh my
aesthetically
God.
about you.
You
Yeah,
can
I
change
heard
your
that.
hair and stuff.
Don't read it out loud.
Yep, that's a great point. Harry Ballsack.
Bad.
Yeah.
Harry. Bad
Bad.
Harry.
Exactly. I mean, his name is Harry. But well, we'll have to see. Maybe that's DLC. That's a shark card. You know what I mean?
I got
but-
a description here on the PlayStation Store about the game though.
Okay.
If you want me to read it, that is.
Well,
You timed
let's.
You timed him all the way out.
Don't do that. Oh, you didn't time him out. Okay. It's fine if you delete it. Don't time
10
anybody else.
seconds.
Oh, okay. All right,
10
that's
seconds.
fine. That's fine.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Harry. I wasn't.
Slow
the girl
work.
was not the prude. It wasn't the girl.
Slow arc. Downloadable.
What do you say?
I don't know how that's. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to read it. That's very, very, very smart.
You sure? Because
Um,
it gives a. Okay.
Ooh, no, go ahead, Assassin.
Can he grow
Let's-
back hair? Can he grow back hair that I can braid and sit
That would be great.
while we're
That would be
sitting
great.
in our floor?
I'm telling you right now, they're going to bring stuff back. Like they're going to bring everything full circle because even in Rockstar's
Just like the
statement
70s?
recently. In the 70s, was that a thing in the 70s?
Just like the 70s.
Did people braid back hair?
No, but they have a lot of hair.
Oh, well, that's very true. I'm so glad that that's not a thing anymore. But anyway, Cole says the only thing I'd change about GTA 6 is I wish it took place in 19. Yeah, yes, I wish it took place in the 80s as well. But it still gives you the 80s vibe. So I'm wondering how much they're going to lean into modern day tech, I guess, is what would take me out of it. But it still had an 80s vibe. But yeah, I agree with you, Colt. I was really hoping that it would have taken place back in the day.
I did see an interesting comment.
Well, the
too.
music was very 80s. Did you hear? I was like,
Oh, yeah,
vibing so hard to the music in that trailer. It was so good. It was like
reminded me straight up of Vice City. Back, take us straight back to Vice City.
Okay.
Go ahead, Marco.
I did see a comment earlier that someone said it's interesting. These protagonists are probably the most sane that's been in GTA. Right? There's always like, I don't know before GTA 5 if I'm being honest. I never played the other ones, but
5 is everyone's just nuts except for Franklin, pretty much. That's kinda how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess there were other characters like that in the previous ones too that were just like a little bit off their rocker in some way, but these two seem very. I mean, they're still involved in like crappy situations, obviously, and I think that's kind of the point of the game is that they get locked into something a bit over their heads. But they're the most sane-seeming protagonists in Grand Theft Auto, which is interesting. I think arguably that could make a bit more of a relatable story. You could have the insane characters around them, not necessarily has to be them. But that being
a
said,
lot of licensed music in GTA, right?
yeah,
They use a lot of licensed music.
They do.
that's a whole. All the radio stations are licensed music.
Well, don't say it. I've never played one, so I don't.
Yeah, some of
I
the radio stations in GTA 5, they're licensed.
I thought you had tried one. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't played one. So do they have like? Yeah. So how do they?
It's like
if
5
they've
times
always
the amount
used
of
licensed music, then how are they still able to? Like, do they just keep paying perpetually for these licenses for these old games? Because that's usually the problem with a lot of games that use licensed music, right? Is that it expires at some point, and then it's like, well, we gotta pull the game. Sorry about that, right?
I imagine they have a deal for like Grand Theft Auto is so
they just
big at this
pay
point.
out the yin yang at the beginning so that they always have it or something.
It's like same thing with I'm not gonna say it's the exact same thing because obviously I don't know how these deals work, but you think of like how do sports games maintain the likeness of, you know, people in perpetuity, right? I know that's not the same as music, but they're not just suddenly changing the face of Tiger Woods in PGA Tour 2007 because they stopped paying for it. So I imagine with the music. And also, the other thing too, and yeah, American Fury, you just got at the other part, which is that a lot of these artists probably want to be featured in Grand Theft Auto too, to be honest. Because
especially if their music's old, right? Because then it's like a revival for it.
Revival for their music, or smaller artists. Like I think a lot of people find, for example, the Dream Walkers, I think they're called. Let me just look that up. But like they have a song called Sleepwalking. Chain Gang of 1974. Sorry, Chain Gang of 1974. Like that is a group I had never heard of before.
Well, he has a point, DeMarco, that the song that was used in the announcement trailer, I forgot the name of it, but it did reach the #1 song on Spotify for like a month after that announcement trailer.
Oh, the 1 and 2, the one that just came out. See, I was like watching the trailer. I'm like, okay, because like for me, I have no emotional attachment to any of these games, so like. I'm just like, okay, it's another trailer, right? Like I just watch it. And the thing that got me most, like, none of the trailer's storyline stuff like got me all that excited for the game, but the music, I was kind of like, oh, okay, the music is really good. Like, I'm planning on playing it, so I'm just like, whatever, right? But at least. That kind of like, you know.
Holly, to you and Red, because you both played RDR2. Well, maybe to Red, because Red, you played GTA 5, didn't you?
Yeah, I was playing it today actually.
So comparing 5 to RDR2, you can tell the difference, right? 5 is more chaotic and it's more of a parody.
Yes.
2 or RDR2 is more of a Western epic. It has emotion. I have played both of them. I have played both of them to an extent. With this trailer, Red, doesn't it kind of feel like they're trying to like tie the two tones together?
Yes.
Like obviously
Yes.
there's chaos in GTA, which we saw in the trailer, but the relationship between Jason and Lucia and the side characters that they're showing off, it kind of gave me like Red Dead Redemption vibes in terms of
like tight crew,
emotional...
family type thing.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. It kind of feels like they're blending the two tones of the two franchises into GTA 6.
100%
Which is ironic
agree.
considering one of the rumors is that GTA 6 is actually adopting Red Dead Redemption's combats and
Yes.
weapons wheel.
Yes. So
Instead of
you won't
clearly
be able to
love
have
it.
100 weapons on you at once and stuff. And that
Yeah,
was
you
leaked a
won't be
long
able to
time
have
ago.
one or two.
Right, which I love that. I love that so much. Because they had to be
It's clearly
visible.
Another bit of
a
immersion.
love story of some kind. At
Yeah.
least,
Yeah. Can
at
I
least on
finally
the
read the,
at least on the
description?
surface, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Read the
Reckon
thing.
I
Yeah, finally.
All right. The description on the PlayStation Store, it says, Vice City, USA. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. So it seems like they got involved in something that they shouldn't have, and the only way to get out of it is to modern day Bonnie and Clyde. So yeah,
Right.
Interesting bit of information there. I thought that they would just start out as like the Bonnie and Clyde of GTA, but no, it seems like this is more of an origin story than an actual like, oh, this is how they are, this is what's going on, this is what's gonna happen sort of. Kind of interesting. Also, the entire state of Leonida, like, GTA 5's map was pretty big, which is ironically a parody of California. How big is this one?
They've actually already detailed that, so
They detailed how big Vice City is this time?
not exactly.
They said it's double the size of RDR2.
Jesus.
That's what I heard.
What?
That's what I heard.
So
Isn't RDR2 bigger than 5? GTA 5, Red?
RDR2 is huge.
There's a lot more empty space though, so it'll be interesting to see how they do it for Grand Theft Auto. But the different areas, each neighborhood is unique. Pastel Art Deco hotels, bright white sands of Ocean Beach, bustling panderias of Little Cuba, the bootleg brands of the Tisha Waka Flea Market and Vice City Port, the cruise ship capital of the world. There's Leonida Keys, it's a tropical archipelago, casual gateway to paradise. There's Graff's Rivers, the untamable jewel of Leonida, gators, mangroves, deadly predators, welcome to the wetlands. There's Port Gellhorn, cheap hotels, shutdown attractions, empty strip malls fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, truck stop energy drinks, dirt bike, it's Leonida's forgotten coast. There's Ambrosia, home to the Allied Crystal Sugar Refinery, providing jobs. Local biker gang provides almost everything else. In the heart of Leonida, American industry and old school values reign supreme. And there's Mount Caliga, national landmark in the north, prime hunting, fishing, off-road trails, lush backwoods, and hillbillies. Paranoid radicals live far from prying eyes of the government.
Cousin?
So those are the different areas that are available.
Yeah, that is definitely a parody of Florida.
I would have said brother, but he's here.
He's here, right? You can't. We don't talk about it. That's really interesting. And I think so. Double the size of our RDR2 map, mixed with that is. I guess
could
is
be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that's what they said.
Is RDR2's map bigger than GTA 5? Probably.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought that they
5
were
years
the
later,
same,
right?
but I could be wrong.
8 years later. How long were was the release between 5 and?
So
Oh,
GTA
wait.
5 came out
6?
2013,
It's been
and
like
RDR2
13
came out
years.
2018, so 5 year
5 years.
5 year gap.
Oh, sorry. You mean RDR2? Oh,
and
yeah.
5.
I thought you meant 5. Okay, yeah.
Wow. When you
Yeah.
think about it, the wait between Rockstar Games between RDR2 and GTA 6 is longer than GTA 5 to RDR2.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, RDR2. Yeah, so from RDR2, I mean, we will get the game 8 years
It's been 7
later.
years, Red.
Yeah, so we'll get it 8 years after Red Dead 2. Isn't that crazy? Is that crazy?
At
And
this point, we're
come
only
on.
going to get
13
one Rockstar
13
game
years.
every year. Or
Yeah,
every gen.
13 years after GTA
13
5.
years between.
It's insane. Insane.
'Cause
And look
they're
at
probably
Skyrim.
different teams, right? They're probably different teams, don't you think?
I don't think so.
It's the same
No,
team.
It's all the same people.
When, so,
Thousands of
again, I watched a
Can you
documentary.
imagine? Can you imagine writing and being in the headspace of Arthur Morgan and then being, all right, well, let's go be a let's go be
Duval.
a twerking, yeah, on top of a limo in Miami in 2029.
So,
you know,
when
like,
Yeah.
it came to RDR2, the decision was made early on, and I did my research. I watched a documentary on RDR2 and everything about it. RDR2 was originally set to be only Rockstar San Diego, which was the original developers of the first game. But after GTA 5, it was decided that all Rockstar Studios would work on RDR2. Like, all
Wow.
the teams.
what
Like,
about
they have
GTA Online?
GTA Online, I think, GTA Online, I think, was, like, the secondary priority, which is ironic considering how much they've put into it over the years.
How much money it makes?
Well, yeah, because the reason why
Still.
they took so long in RDR2 is because of the amount of money they were making on GTA Online. Like,
Well, and
like,
let's be fair, like
the money
Red
they
Dead
were
Online
getting.
just doesn't. Red Dead
It-
Online just doesn't hit. I don't know
It
why,
doesn't.
but it just
They
doesn't.
just gave up on it. It's so shit. It's so shit. Oh my god.
Well, it takes so long for it to come out after. Like, I don't know. GTA is probably the exception to rule, but like, more often than not, if you don't have multiplayer out when the campaign is out, I just feel like people don't want to come back. Like, they do the
No,
campaign
Grand
and
Theft
they're
Auto
like,
did
cool.
the same thing, but I think with
No,
Grand
I
Theft
know,
Auto,
but I'm
it's-
saying that's like the
Yeah.
only one I can think of where that's sort
Oh,
of
gotcha, yeah.
how that works. Like most other games, I just feel like if you don't have your multiplayer set to go at the same time as the main game, you don't get the, you know what I mean? You don't get the pull over, right?
Yep. So yeah, Holly, when you were talking about whether it's two separate teams, no, the entirety of Rockstar after RDR2 has been working on GTA 6.
Good
Like,
lord.
all,
Can you imagine?
all, I think they have a total of 8 or 9 studios under their belts, just under
Oh
Rockstar,
my god.
with different teams. I think they have like 2,000, 3,000 people. All of them have
And
been working on
that's
GTA
the type
6.
of that's the type of game that's really cool that you can break up.
And they're
that
not all based in the States. There's some in the US, there's some in the UK, and I think they just opened one up in Australia to help as well.
It's the type of game that's really cool to when you have, like, obviously people talk about, oh no, big team sizes, and I know that I'm sure that hits Rockstar in the same ways it does any other studio, but it's really cool to think that the reason why this map can be so dense, like those 5 regions I just listed, and each basically feel like entire maps in and unto themselves, is because you can just say, like, all right, this studio, like, all right, our Austin studio, you're in charge of, like, just this region, and we want you to fill this up with everything, like, just put all the locations, put in the side content, like, develop whatever assets you need. You have your own team that's dedicated to doing everything as if you were to make a full-fledged game. It's at that studio, and you guys work on that. Obviously, it can't be that loose, right? There needs to be a lot more structure to it, and there's going to be tons of reused assets and that sort of thing, but conceptually, you can have so much, especially if they allow their writers to work independently too. You might have an issue with kind of contrasting tones in some cases, but the possibility of that being like, okay, I'm entering into this region, I'm going to get what almost feels like an entirely different game that still feels like GTA at its core, but in terms of the narratives and the stories and the NPCs that I'll come across and all that stuff, that will all be so uniquely developed that you get a lot of variety and phenomenal world design too to make that whole map come alive, no matter how big it is. But I'm sure that's not how it's actually being run. But
it is
Red,
insane.
Go check the Twitter chat.
Oh, I did.
check
I
the
did. Yeah, I actually saw that a little while ago. I was like, that is so good. That art style makes it look like really, really like more real than it usually does. Shout out to Farq. Oh my god, the me and the Marco. How did I share this last time? I don't know if I can do it here. I can try. But I don't know if I can download it to show. But Farq has. I'll try. I'll try to do it while someone else is talking, because I'm not gonna.
Why are all the ones that I'm on have double chins?
Well, I have a double chin in one, but you can't see because here I'll just show you. I'll just show you guys on my camera.
Here, I could.
Well,
no, I could hear.
I just dropped my phone.
Let me try to share my screen. Let me share my.
But if you share, oh, actually, yeah, try that. Let's see if this works. I'll go to 6-person.
There's one.
Okay, hang on.
I'll just end and share for all of them. This is the last one he just sent.
Okay.
Oh.
There's that
oh,
one. I don't know if you guys can
Great.
see this. Probably, it might not be big enough to like zoom in.
I can't zoom. Oh wait, maybe I can. Nope, can't zoom in. Okay. Hold on. That's not. I really like that one. It's really like the art style was perfect. Like however you blended those, it like the faces mold into the.
That's what I'm saying. That art style looks so good with what Farq does.
Here's
so
the
good.
best. Here's the best one.
Oh.
As far as a meme.
There we go, chat. If you want to. There's me and DeMarco just being best bros in the whole world. So good. I love that. Thank you for doing that, Farq. I love that. Here, let me see if I can actually bring it up. Well, I can't. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, whoops. There we go. All right, we're back. All right. Thank you for doing that, Farq.
Sons of Anarchy remake. Facts. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I want more in this style though, because like this looks so good. Let's see if I can just put it up to my phone. So if you guys didn't get to get a good look at it, here it is again.
Yeah, that one is so good. It's me and Red, I think. Great.
Yeah, it's me and Holly in GTA form. It looks so cool, man. Like, oh,
It's perfect.
that's so good. That's like one of my favorite things Hargeet's ever done. That is like amazing. Or I keep saying Hargeet. Hargeet. It's the R. It's the Hark. It's the Fark and Harg. It's the Fardican, Hardigan, Darkin. Yes. Oh, MBG's here. Says, what did the snake give to his wife? A good night hiss. Thank you so much. Thank you. MVG, you're the best. I love you just coming here with your dry humor. It's so, every time that I see you show up, it's a joy. And shout out to everyone else here hanging out tonight. Thank you all so much. It's awesome to see you guys each and every week. Crippling Debt is here. Finally beat Expedition 33 so I can listen to Fargeet. So I can listen to podcasts again. God damn.
I thought he typed in Farqueef.
He said Farqueet.
Yeah.
Yep. That's another one. Anyway.
That's pretty bad. But anyway, so did anyone expect this today? Like, did anyone expect this trailer to drop today?
It's funny because I should have been the one to say, now watch them go drop a satiating trailer since they just got the delay, right, DeMarco? Like, well, we have a trailer, so it'll make the delay not seem as bad, you know. I feel like I should have seen that coming.
I think
but it makes sense.
As exciting.
I think they should have just done it that day.
It doesn't. listen, it doesn't matter. Rockstar, I think they've even publicly basically said this or some equivalent of it. They're like, yeah, we can kind of just do whatever the hell we want. People
Yeah.
like it. Like, they know it. They know it. I think to be honest, it makes the wait a bit harder in a lot of ways. It's the same thing with like others. I mean, we know we only have a year for this, so it's different. But it's the same thing as like, you look like Shia LaBeouf apparently, Red. It's the same thing as like Elder Scrolls 6, right? You see that teaser and then you're just like, oh my god, now I'm just sitting around waiting for it and I don't know when I'm gonna get the next bit of information, and in some ways it could kind of drag that wait out longer. But I will say for Grand Theft Auto, I think the cool thing about Grand Theft Auto, especially after seeing that trailer, the one thing I will say is it looks like Grand Theft Auto, right? And that's not a bad thing, that's a really good thing, but I feel like you kind of know what you're getting, you know what you're going to get into, and it's going to have really strong third-person combat, and I hope it launches with the first-person mode as well, because I love the first-person.
Probably will.
And you're going to get some really
And the
zany
most
characters.
important part, the jiggle physics.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
And me too, Holly. And you'll get like phenomenal music, you'll get phenomenal performances and voice acting and motion capture and environments and world building and all that stuff. Like, you're getting all that stuff with Grand Theft Auto. The trailer just kind of reaffirmed that, so having to wait to get more information on it doesn't feel like the hardest thing to do.
Rockstar had to have known that the delay would have hurt a lot. To have a trailer ready like a week later and 70 screenshots of the game.
It doesn't hurt.
Yes,
they know.
70 screenshots.
Yeah, I don't feel like the delay hurts them at all. Everybody
Delay
knew
doesn't
they were
hurt them
going to
at
get delayed.
Not everybody. For some reason, people were holding out hope that it wouldn't get delayed, which I don't know why they would. It is Rockstar's
I think it'll be next
Rockstar's
fall.
signature.
I don't think it's going to be May. I think it's
We're-
going to be next fall.
We had the
October.
same
Did the
dilemma
same
with
thing.
RDR2. It was announced for fall 2017. It got delayed to spring 2018, and then it got delayed again to October.
Yep.
It's going to get
October
delayed again,
26th.
people.
Yeah. And I think it's fine. American Fury has a good question. He says, was the trailer released to appease the shareholders? And I don't know. I mean, I guess
No.
that is a way to show progress, but shareholders don't care about trailers necessarily because they're not creatively inclined to look at that and say, yep, looks like you're on track. They don't care. They don't care about how good something looks. They care about the numbers.
No, that was for us.
Well,
That was
yes,
definitely
no,
for us.
yes and no, right? I mean, I don't think that's why they released it. I think this trailer, you could tell how long it took to make that, right? This was very coordinated. This was very planned. They knew about the delay for a while too.
Yeah.
But they're like, all right, we're gonna announce the delay. All of this was very heavily planned. This wasn't something they decided, just make a trailer. And what I will say is the shareholders, I don't think that's the reason, but they can look at the reception. I think it hit like, I don't know, whatever ludicrous. I don't want to throw a number out there because I know I'm not going to get it right, but
It hit 30 million views in 7 hours.
there you go.
It's
7
insane,
hours.
man.
Yeah.
7 hours.
It broke the website, right? For a while?
Yes, for the record, the first trailer got 90 million views in 24 hours. This trailer pretty much is on track to do the same or surpass it.
Yeah.
Just
so,
throwing that out there.
So when you're talking about shareholders and investors, like they look at that response and they just their eyes turn into comic book style money symbols. You know, you see the heart going at the money bags that they're about to receive from this thing. So
That
And that's
36
not even-
million.
that's not even talking about the shark cards once those get implemented too, and this game just goes on for another 50 years like Grand Theft Auto 5 did. Which is cool. I'm happy. I'm happy that a game can have that level of success.
Well, GTA 6 is going to blow up the world, even if it was didn't look anything like this to begin with. Even if it looked, and I'm telling you, I'm playing GTA 5 right now. I'm playing online. It's rough, man. It's rough. It is definitely still very much a game from 2013, even after its upgrade in 2016. Wasn't it 2016? Whenever it got its
2020.
2020. Yeah, it didn't really. By comparison, I'm not saying that the game looks
Wait,
bad.
are you talking about the enhanced version?
The enhanced edition? Yeah, which is.
Oh,
what
that
I'm
was
playing.
2022.
What? It's crazy to me. The game
March
doesn't look bad.
2022.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's just by comparison to like Red Dead 2, it's just like the game came out 5 years later. It's insane. And to be fair, 360 game, right? 2013 versus just at its core a next gen title for Series and PS4 or Xbox One series, PS4 with GTA or with Red Dead 2. Yeah, the game's gonna sell so well, it's gonna blow everything out of the water. I guess I'm really curious. I feel like if there's any game that you can have that hype level for, like people, we always talk about how Cyberpunk did this. Everyone thought they made up all these things in their head, had this level of hype like you would with a new Rockstar game. And the hype level didn't match all the features that were in the game with Cyberpunk. I remember my friends being like, "I'm gonna be a Blade Runner. I'm gonna be like a detective." And I'm like, "But I don't think you could do that because that's just the character." Like, "But it's gonna be like Elder Scrolls Cyberpunk." I'm like, "I think you need to calm down." And a lot of people were upset with, like, I guess they just got in their own head.
I think people were more upset at the fact that it was unplayable on last gen consoles.
Yeah.
Red.
Imagine, we were talking about this the other day. I think it was me and Fonz. And I just said, imagine if Cyberpunk had the living world that GTA has, right? Where these characters walk around, have their own conversations, whether you're there or not, kind of thing, right? Like this actual, like, where all of the NPCs are actually doing things and have agendas and, you know, have conversations that you can walk by and just listen to, like actual conversations, not, "Can I buy a cheeseburger?" "Yeah, $6 or whatever," right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
beyond that, right? Which GTA is way more known for. If Cyberpunk had that game would have been transcendent, right? Like, that would have elevated that game to legendary status, right? It just didn't have it. I think it meant to have it, it just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But it's a shame, because I feel like if they do a Cyberpunk 2, which I think they are at some point, if they can nail that, ooh, brother, ooh, brother.
I'm
Not
very.
ooh, brother. Ooh, brother.
It's gonna be Cyberpunk 2099 is what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
A new Cyberpunk.
We'll all be 80 years old.
Yep. It'll be literally
Getting a
20
Witcher
years.
remake.
Yeah, the
What
Witcher
comes
remake.
first, Red? What comes first, the remake of the first game or Witcher 4?
No. We're getting the Witcher remake after 4. And for reasons why I don't even want to put it out there. What is it?
I think they've already confirmed that, right? Like, that's not a guess, that's official.
Oh,
They
maybe.
didn't say which one's coming first.
I think they did.
Maybe
Well,
they did, but
thinking, knowing is different. Can you tell me which one it is?
I am 80,
I think he's.
I'm 80% confident they said the order of release.
Okay, can you make that 100?
You know what? I think I remember this, right? Because they talked about Project Polaris, and they had sort of like a lineup, right? I see it like in my head, like a little screenshot, little white screenshot. DeMarco's looking it up right now. Even if
didn't CD Projekt Red open another studio? Like, they opened
Molasses?
up another studio here in the States. Yeah.
yeah, the
They're
molasses
supposed to
flood.
be working on Project
Here you go,
Orion.
PC Games. Here you go. I got it. PC. I was right. See, don't.
Don't ever question him ever again.
Back down. Sit back down.
I will always question DeMarco, especially DeMarco. Always.
Go
Thanks
ahead.
for your feed. The
Yeah.
Witcher remake release date will be after The Witcher 4. This is from PC Games N. What does this say? The fourth Witcher game, officially announced, is built in Unreal Engine 5. Blah blah blah.
That's what it says.
Once
It says-
Polaris is launched, everything for Polaris will then be in the final shape, and it will be partially produced in the remake.
Okay,
It's coming after.
there you go. And I think the reason why is because people are going to miss Geralt after having Ciri. And we might lose Geralt, I think, probably in the next Witcher game.
He's gone.
Yes, we're gonna kill off a beloved favorite character, but we're gonna remake the first game where he featured in, so it's not all bad, guys.
That's kind of exactly what I'm saying. Like, people are like, he's dead, he died in The Witcher 4, now we're going to get a remake or whatever.
That's kind of like killing Batman in Suicide Squad and saying, hey, we're remaking Arkham Asylum, so it's not all bad. Except that second part didn't happen.
Someone found the PlayStation 6 in the Grand Theft Auto trailer.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. No, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, that is a real thing. In the trailer.
It's not
What?
actually the PS6. It's not actually the PS6, but
It's
IGN,
it looks like it's modeled after the base PS5 for sure.
yeah, and then there's a very clearly what is a
So it's
DualSense
ugly.
controller.
Yeah,
ugly giant
I
box.
did. What is it?
No, so it looks weird. It looks like a base PS5, but for some reason, if you look at it at a different angle, it kind of looks like the PS4 DualShock controller.
I was gonna
It's
say
kinda
it looks
weird.
like a PS4. It looks like a PS4 controller. That's you're talking about the one that's sitting on the coffee table when Lucia comes
Yeah,
in
the
and
one that's
lays
sitting
down
on
on
the
top
con-
of him. Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that too.
Like
Yeah.
why does it look like a PS5 but the controller
That's all they
looks
can
like the
afford, man.
PS4?
You don't get the PS5
Like,
Pro
damn.
until later on in the game when you have $5,000 after you rob that bank. That's how you
I
get
do
it.
want to point out though, speaking of PlayStation, the trailer was running on the base PS5. It wasn't running on the PS5 Pro at all. So if the game looks
Yeah.
that good on a 5-year-old console, dear lord, what is it gonna look like on the Pro?
Or on PC. That's what I was talking to my friend
Oh,
today about.
yeah.
Like, man, imagine
I
17
need to
years
upgrade.
later once it comes to PC. Yeah, it's gonna
17.
look amazing.
Come on, right?
I'm just so curious about the interactive features of the game, like the things that you were able to do in Red Dead 2, walk into pretty much any building and sit down at a table and interact with everyone, and everyone has voice lines and everyone is a different person and has a different like it was insane what they did with Red Dead, and I feel like they could make that work somehow with GTA 6, like, because even in GTA 5, it's like you run into like so many different NPCs that all have different voices, all have different crazy things to say to you, and it feels like it's alive, even though you don't necessarily like build a relationship with each one of these characters. It's just that every interaction being different makes it feel more alive. And I remember one of the leaks that we got a few years ago was that GTA 6 is going to feature like 80% more interactability, for lack of a better word. I'm echoing, which means like I think the leak said something like you'll be able to go into like 80% of the buildings in the entire city, even though there might not be things inside of those buildings to interact with. You can go in there. I don't know. I can't wait. Like, and Colt and I always say this, like, to live in games. Like, there was a guy who worked at IGN for a long time. I don't think he's there anymore. It's been a long time. But whenever RDR2 came out, he talked to a Rockstar developer who said something along the lines of, like, Red Dead 2 is not a game meant to be played and finished and beat and put down. It's a world meant to be lived in. And it is such like, it's insane to me the level of detail that game has. And I just can't wait to see what they've done with GTA 6, because in their statement with the delay, they said, our goal is to always, exceed your expectations, and this is no different. With this game is going to blow your face completely off of your skull. That's exactly what they said, and that's what just happened. And Holly's face just got blown completely off her skull. Yep. So,
Lo siento.
that's how you. Yeah, Garcias. But yeah, so. So, I don't know. Any other thoughts on GTA 6 at all? Chat, you guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you're excited to see from GTA 6.
I don't think that we're going to see the game again until probably they announce the second delay in May next year. I think
Well-
trailer 2 is going to be all we get for 12 months.
I think January
It's
is whenever
weird
we'll
that
see.
This
When
year's
was-
already
when-
stacked.
When did the first trailer drop?
December 2023.
Oh, I guess it's been okay. It's been.
It has been about 18
Okay.
months.
They'll probably do another one in the fall.
Maybe the Game Awards?
No, they don't need to pay for the Game Awards. They would never pay to be at the Game Awards. There's no
Yeah.
reason for them to do that.
Fair enough.
Jeff's
fair-
like,
well,
and it's coming to
like I said-
PS5.
Jeff Keighley will pay them to have it at the game.
Yeah, he would. He literally
Yeah,
would.
that
Yeah.
would be the.
Yeah, he would.
Please show
That is the
something.
one. Please
Please,
show
everyone.
something.
Please, sir. Please give us more. Oh, speaking of
Marky, these are
stereotypical
so
British.
good. We got.
You got more? Oh shit! Speaking of FarQ, thank you so much, bro, for another gifted membership to Nighturnal. Nighturnal, bro, Assassin. Nighturnal has been around since the beginning of the show, which is just crazy that he's still here.
Yeah, he has,
wild.
yeah.
It's wild. So thank you so much for that, FarQ, and thank you again, Assassin, for the gifted memberships. It's incredibly
Also,
helpful.
I saw the photos that FarQ did. This is another reason why I'm glad I'm not on camera.
Oops.
We got 3 more.
All right, here you
Oh,
guys go.
more
Your
evidence.
daily dose of.
Sparkle.
Look at that. That is so good.
I wish I had a hairline like that. Oh my god.
Is that
You
just-
do. You had the
is
Jason
that
haircut
supposed to be
going on right now.
DeMarco?
It is.
It's
Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing.
It's
DeMarco
very
just looks
good.
like a Florida Jacksepticeye.
Hold on.
What a ladies.
Top of the morning.
And then hold on. Let me get the other one. Just leave it right there. Just leave it right there.
Okay.
There's 2 more. And then he did this one. That's me.
Oh,
Obviously. It's Assassin.
Holly in the club.
Yo, damn, girl. Holly in the club. That's
Oh my God.
wild. That is so crazy. That is so crazy.
That
That's insane.
And then
Holly
the
made
last-
it into a GTA game.
I should be in one of these games. Every time FarQ does one of these, like Joanna Dark, I'm like, Joanna Dark is like the one who made with my face on it, not
like
whoever
Siri?
that is. Not whoever the basic bitch is that they used for it. Okay, it's my no.
Exactly. It's my game now. This is my game.
when Gears of War
There's one
Reloaded
more.
comes out, I want Red's face on Marcus and I want DeMarco's face on Dom.
Here's the
I can't wait for that.
That would be hilarious.
This might be the best one. I can't zoom in too much.
Is that me also on the scooter?
You on the scooter.
That will be me
Look at
based
your
on my current
face.
rate.
I
of
just-
physical activity.
I just want the
Oh, I
three
love
of you
that.
to know, I will absolutely be taking these pictures and will be posting them as reactions.
There you go.
Nah,
Yeah.
these aren't reactions.
So thank you, FarQ, for that.
The one that you use of me banging against the door from the Blueprints review, that's a really good reaction. I actually think that one's hysterical. Not just
I know.
It is,
but
yeah. Yeah, it's really
That
good.
was really
but
I
those
know.
ones aren't really reactions though, you know.
I know, but
Yeah.
when I saw it originally, I was like, you know, I could use this, and for a good while I've been using it behind the scenes, and it just works. It just works every time. I wish I had one of Red. Like, I have one of Holly doing that weird face where she's like, what the fuck? And then I
It could
have
be
one
worse.
with you banging
I'm
the
not
door.
too mad at that one because it could be worse.
She's like,
I know.
I'm like,
Well,
yeah.
that
You're like,
no, but Holly,
Yeah.
do you know
That's
where
really
that?
good.
Do you know where I got that picture from?
it's from one of the podcasts. I don't remember what.
It was the podcast where David Goodrich was on, and he was telling us about how he met Mark Cerny, and about
Oh,
what
his
Cerny
testicle?
told him. Yes, that was the face that Holly was making.
yeah. It's so good.
when
He's like, so I have
David
one
was talking
testicle.
about
I've always been told that my face
that.
says 100 words more than my mouth is. So I can't, like, I don't, even when I'm like trying to be absolutely stone cold, my face is just
Your
like
face betrays you.
screaming everything in my head, like,
Right.
even when I'm trying not to.
It's the best.
I will say, having a picture of DeMarco and Holly at the ready, it's satisfying whenever I have reactions like that. Like I said, well, I have one of Arcane as well. I just need one of Red, and I have the full set.
You had one that you used to use of Red all the time, where he was like, or whatever. You're like,
No, it's where I was like,
remember he?
it's
Oh.
more like whenever I was more like, I'm scared. I don't know how to feel. And then there's the new one where I'm like, that's pretty much it. So, yeah.
I kind of want one where Red is kind of disappointed, if I'm not gonna lie. Because I have
Well,
one of pain, and I have one of like, confusion.
There you go. I don't know if that was good enough.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll be sure to use that.
There you go.
And Arcane is just like, I am here.
Yeah, Arcane, don't drive and type. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, man. Hopefully, hope your new job is doing good, and hopefully we can get you on sometime soon, because we miss you. Shout out to everyone here in chat hanging out with us tonight. It's crazy how time has just flown. American Fury says that looks like a character from Max Payne 3. What character? Oh, just the
character?
Maybe the
what we were.
DeMarco one?
Yeah. Oh, it did. Yeah, because Max Payne 3 starts off on the boat. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Man, I really wish Rockstar would fucking allow captures for that game, but you can't take screenshots, you can't take clips or anything.
Really?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's some sort of weird licensing thing. Colt says, "Where's the Max Payne remaster?" We actually got news about that recently, right? Where Remedy finally made money on Alan Wake 2. Control 2 is in full production. Yeah, and then also Max Payne remakes are set to come out after Control 2. So
I don't remember if it's after, but I know that it's farther along than people think.
I would think that they would do that before Control 2. That's just me. Because we don't know if they're all coming out at the same time, right? That'd be weird.
Well, we know Firebreak is
working on
coming
a-
out. Firebreak is coming out in a month. I just now remembered that. Damn
Oh
it.
shit! Right, I forgot.
It's coming out in
And
June.
And Elden Ring Night Rain is at the end of this month.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Yep.
Also, kind of odd that IGN is doing the IGN first with Elden Ring Night Rain when it's coming out this month. Kind of weird to do that, but alright.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't flip-flop Outer Worlds 2 and Night Rain.
That is... I don't know.
I mean, it's like the 30th that it comes out, so it's the end of the month. But
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, my coworker is like... He wants to wait for the reviews because this is the first time FromSoft is doing like a complete multiplayer game from scratch, from the ground up. So we're just waiting to see if the reviews are good before we jump in.
I'm really excited for Night Rain. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm
I hope it's
I'm
good.
actually more excited for Firebreak because it just looks so different and interesting and like busy and loud and chaotic.
Is it an extraction
Chaotic.
game technically? Like,
I don't
because
know
you're
about that.
extracting,
you
like.
get quests too, but you get quests too, like go in and clear out this room. Or
But are you are you only in the oldest house, or are you like in different locations around the world taking
all
care of?
throughout control, all throughout the control center. And you know,
So
how
it is the
control
oldest
center-
house. Okay. That's fine, I guess.
Another game where
Well,
it's only
don't
3
you
players,
remember
Red.
the level where you go down like in the mine, like in that deep pit? There's like that level
Yeah.
of control where you go way down, like in the earth, and there's
I'm gonna be
really
honest.
high caverns. Been a
What
long
that
time.
was like my only
Long
issue with Control was how claustrophobic it felt. I did not like the setting. I loved everything else about it. I loved the
It
story
ended
and
very abruptly for me. I was like, oh,
that's it.
And then
Yeah.
you know, like then you go and you do other stuff, but like I was just like, wait a minute, was that the Was it the end? Like,
That's like
you
what
know?
Wolfenstein 2 was for me. The end of
Oh, really?
Wolfenstein 2 felt so abrupt.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. It kind of is abrupt. It's like, whoa, oh shit, that just happened. Oh, we're done? Oh,
Oh, we're done? All
okay.
right.
This lady just got her head cut off, and now, oh, that is the end. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Great.
Hey, Red, there is something I did want to talk about, if that's okay.
It's
Can
okay.
we not talk about you?
Yeah, that's not.
About what?
We spent an hour and a half on GTA.
I don't care
Oh,
about
wait.
you much.
Wait.
You
Wait, I
will
didn't-
when
I
you
didn't
play
fully
it. You're
hear
gonna
what
be
Holly
like,
said.
huh, why? Oh, Finn just laid down on my. I love that. Finn just laid down and triggered my light to strobe. It's my favorite thing. I love that. Go ahead, Assassin.
So, I was talking with Bushido a couple nights ago, because he and I have been talking more lately.
Good.
And so he and I were just talking about, you know, the games that are coming in the next few months. And I kind of noticed something in the pre-orders, or the pre-order stores. Have you guys noticed that a lot of upcoming games are being priced at $50 or less? Because Wu Chang just announced their release date, and the base game for that game is $50.
It's in Game Pass.
Okay, and
Just
so is
saying.
Expedition
Also-
33.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's worth
also
the- but
in
it's
Game
worth
Pass,
the
that's
money.
what I meant. Well, Expedition 33 is, yes.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, it seems like
It
there's
is,
a
and I
lot
am
of
gonna buy it.
games coming that are $50 or less, even if they aren't in Game Pass. Like Elden Ring Night Rain being at 40, or Shadow Labyrinth, that 2D Pac-Man game is being at 30. It's like, is this what it's gonna take to like get people to like get exposure to certain games?
Elden Ring is it's more like Marathon and Arc Raiders because it is solely an online experience, right? It's not like a story-driven single player narrative with online. It's just an online experience. So the
But I would
$40
argue-
or whatever that is, but I'm just saying, right, that like that one you have to sort of lump it in with the Arc Raiders and the marathons and stuff like that. So whether you think any of those are worth $40 is, you know, something for you to consider.
But you gotta remember, Elden Ring is an established IP. Arc Raiders and Marathon are technically not.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's paying more than $40 for any IP when it's only just a multiplayer add-on type of thing. Right?
Fair point. I just wanted to bring up the fact that there's a lot of games coming that look pretty good that are not at $70. So, yeah,
Well,
kind of cool.
but there are a lot of indie games that are always out that are less than $70. People just aren't always
I'm
looking
sorry,
at
but
them.
Wu
Look the same.
Chang and Rematch do not look like indies to me.
You don't think Rematch looks like an indie?
Expedition 33,
Not really.
I wouldn't say looks like an indie game, but
Yeah, that's a good
No,
point.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Well, I mean, speaking of Goodrich, whenever we had him on, we touched on Valheim. That
Exodus
game,
doesn't look like an indie game.
Shinobi doesn't look like an indie game either, and that's
Exodus.
$30 coming from
that's
Sega.
not. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Metro. I'm like DeMarco. Exodus. You're talking about Exodus, not Metro Exodus. Yeah. Sorry.
Exodus. That
uh,
one's doing actual mechanics. Clockwork Revolution, isn't that indie too technically?
No.
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 No. In Exile.
Oh, I thought.
In Exile.
Oh, okay.
Microsoft.
Sorry, I forgot. All right, I forgot. I forgot that was in Exile. I thought that they were like.
DeMarco,
I
let
thought
me
it
tell
might
you
have
why
been
what you
revised.
just said was stupid. So,
It
No,
was,
I'm very
it was
excited for
really-
that game. I'm sorry. That is my most anticipated Xbox IP.
No, you know what? I thought it was one of those things where they're like partnered with Xbox, like very, very closely partnered, but they're still technically independent.
Yeah.
But
No,
where
I
they're
Exile-
double A, but
Exile's
they have
been
funding,
since
so they can take.
2019.
yeah, like the team that did what is it?
You got this.
Towerborne?
No,
Towerborne.
the fantasy first person shooter.
Oh,
Immortals
Immortals
of
of Avium. Yeah.
Yeah, like that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, like Immortals of Avium, that situation. Like they're independent, but they had
But they published under EA. It's kind of like Split Fiction with EA and Hazelight.
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought that was
It's
what.
good.
No, Exile was acquired by
was-
Microsoft in like
Okay.
2019.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
BT
Sorry, that was
Maverick.
stupid.
If you have not played Wasteland 3, you are shooting yourselves in the foot for not having played Wasteland 3. It is amazing. It is so good. If you like humor at all, if you like laughing, you will play this game and you will laugh and you will enjoy yourself. And it is difficult and it is fun and it is exciting and it is funny. Did I mention it's funny? Very, very good.
And it's
You
exciting.
definitely need to play Wasteland.
Would you say, Holly, it's as funny as pointing a shotgun at someone's face and having a 60% chance of missing?
Way better.
All right.
There you
For
go.
those of you, for those of you that don't know,
Wasteland
that's an
3 is
XCOM
top
reference.
down. It's a top down, but it is so good. It is.
I need to finish 2.
You
it's on
go
my
on,
games to
like-
beat.
You like go on these quests, like you go for like a mythic toaster, right? And like the fucking toaster like turns into like this crazy cyborg. There is a Reagan, like President Reagan.
Statue.
There's like a Reagan that is like a cyborg who
It's
like
so good.
has crazy things happen. Like there are so many funny things that happen. American Fury, sorry, but what happened in No Rest for the Wicked? No Rest for the Wicked is very good. I have it in early access. I played several hours of it last year when it first came out.
Did
They
it get
just
canceled?
released. No, they just released a massive update with a bunch of new content and stuff like that, and had been promoting it really hard. And then the update came out, and I guess there was a bunch of issues with it. And they were like, "Well, we failed. We didn't mean to fail. That's so sorry. We're gonna work on it really, really hard." It is I kind of almost feel like it's in perpetual early access, but that game, it had like 60 hours of content in early access, with the intention of adding on. They're intending on this being like a 3-game world, and they're still working on the first one, but it's kind of sort of like a top-down, kind of like Diablo, but with a Souls-like combat, but more forgiving. And it's tough. It's a tough game. It's really good. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. The leveling system, like the hub world, like, it's really good. I just put it down last year because I was like, well, it's still in early access. I'll just start a new character right when it kind of. But they envision this to be their main game for like the next 10, 15 years or something like that. And there's going to be like 3 different expansions that are like game 1, game 2, game 3. It's really, 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 really good.
So they're gonna go the Destiny
Unreal
route of
Studio.
it's gonna start out strong for the first game, for the base game, the first 2 expansions, and then it's gonna drop off in terms of quality. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. It's from
BT
Unreal
Maverick.
Studios. You know,
Me-
the people who made Ori. Fantastic.
I know. I know who they are.
Beep, beep,
I
beep,
know,
beep.
Holly. Don't worry. I'm just gonna let the Ori community know. You said
A lot
10
of
years,
good
right?
gear system. It's a good gear system. There's looting. It's really good. I enjoy
You said
it
there-
myself
you
very
said it's like
much in it.
You said 10-15 year plan.
Yeah, but like adding
hold-
like
right.
main game, second game, third game, right?
All right. All right. Just hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go to the Ori community on Reddit and help them as they cry in a corner because they'll never get Ori 3.
Well, while you do that, BT Maverick, for a member for 3 months, thank you so much. He says, what is your guys' prediction of when we will see Master Chief on the PlayStation console, since it's inevitable at this point? Master Chief Collection, or whatever the hell it's called. What the hell is it called? Master Chief Collection? Whatever.
The Master Chief
MCC?
Collection.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a long time to be coming to Switch,
To PlayStation.
and PlayStation, and everything
it's not
else.
even on all the games aren't on PC, right? Like all the Halo games. Aren't
I don't think so.
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean,
I don't
soon.
think-
I don't think they're all on PC. So
Yeah, Holly, you brought up a good point earlier on Twitter. Like, Gears 2 and 3, like the Gears Reloaded thing not being a collection. The first game is on PC, but 2 and 3 are not. Is that correct?
correct. And 2,
'Cause, like,
Red and
what?
I just played through 2 a few months ago. It's ass. It's ass.
It looks awful.
Sorry, but
Like, you got Raisin
does
Face
not-
McGee.
it-
Raisin Face McGee is Marcus Phoenix. His face is like, he's like, ugh. He
and
looks
every time
terrible.
I got on a turret, I'm like floating 10 feet off of the thing, and I'm
Yep.
looking in the sky,
She's
and
like-
I couldn't look at anything to shoot anything.
it just,
Crazy.
it's the best. It's the best. And then they're like, yeah, let's just
3
remaster.
is much better. 3 is way better.
3 is where they hit their
3
stride. Yeah.
And then they
Two?
fell off. 4.
Well,
Two?
you got to think like during this time, you know, games were improving so drastically through years because of how shit everything was in comparison. So Gears 1 was like, this is incredible because I've never felt something this amazing before. It's what she said. And then you get to what is like 3 years later. I wish. And then you get to like 3 years later or whatever it was, Gears 2, and then to us it looked incredible. It was like this mind blowing. Like, look how great these raisins look. And then. But yeah, so we can't
Raisins have
excuse it.
wrinkles.
The raisins have wrinkles on them. Yeah, the wrinkles have raisins. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, BT. I would say soon, but I feel like that's going to be another big announcement. Probably, I don't know if they would say
I
that
would
for
say
a
the
showcase.
June showcase for maximum damage.
Yeah. For maximum damage, yeah, exactly.
Like, we're
but-
charging you guys $100 more for the console. Now the biggest IP that we have, you don't even have to pay our console for it. Go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah. And here comes the Xbox PC hybrid, which I feel like that's going to shake things up if it's true. So, but that's a whole other podcast. Anyway, everyone, thank you guys again for the 5th time for hanging out with us tonight. It's been amazing. Time has flown by, and I'm sorry if I missed any. Let's see. Harry Balzac says Fable and Contraband are my most wanted Microsoft games. Let's see.
Hard to agree on Fable.
American Fury was saying that Exodus is his most anticipated game. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Bang bang. Yeah, Wasteland is great. It is turn-based, VT Maverick, but it's kind of like open worldish. 2 and 3
It's
kind of
fun.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
not
like XCOM
heavy,
combat.
hard like XCOM. Yeah, but it's not. It's not crazy hard like XCOM. Like it's
Yeah.
you get into difficult situations and it can get hard, but it's not like XCOM crazy.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
No Rest for the Wicked. I still don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's that
Maybe I'll
one-
stream it.
That
A
one
couple times.
Souls-like game, top-down, from Moon Studios.
Yeah. That's a thing. That's what
It's a
it
game,
is.
I guess. All right.
Yeah.
It's only on PC right now.
So, for Q, he says, I wonder if we will hear anything about Contraband. The funny thing is, apparently we're supposed to hear about Contraband and Everwild in June. I have no idea if that's true or not. But it would be nice to finally see what Everwild is.
I believe it.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
I wish
like,
we're
Everwild
going
would
to-
go the way of Scalebound. I
We're
don't
going
want
to
to
see
hear
it
about it
Everwild
ever
in
again.
June.
Yeah.
No, we're
Everwild
gonna
was
hear about
described
it.
as Breath of the Wild meets Viva Pinata. How does that work exactly?
Everwild's coming. I'm telling you.
You heard it
Doesn't
here
matter what
first.
Holly says, games are coming, whether she likes it or not.
Games are
Everwild is
coming.
coming.
Double Fine will be at the June showcase. I'm speaking in
I don't know about Contraband, but Everwild.
I believe that Double Fine will not be there. I think they're gonna. I think they will be there at the Keeley's
Bing
in
bang
December.
boom.
She got me there like the Express A train. Feel that. Tell me that. Yeah.
Bang boom.
Bing bang boom.
We will get 10 Japanese
Mrs.
games, no
Buttersworth.
Double Fine, and only an Everwild gameplay. That's all we're getting.
At Keighley or at Xbox?
At the Microsoft Gaming Showcase.
We're not getting 10 Japanese names on the Xbox show.
I mean,
It's funny that you say that.
Persona 6.
You might get 4.
We'll get Persona 4 remake, Red, not 6.
Oh, that's right. That's what's coming next. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's
It would be nice to announce Persona 6 Atlas, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Holly, you mentioned streaming. You're eating. Never mind. DeMarco, where... What are you doing?
You can find me Thursdays. Push Start Podcast. Hang out 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Come on, man. Sell it.
If you would like a double dose of DeMarco, you can check that show
Ooh.
out.
It's so
You
good.
know, I don't think he's confident about his own podcast. He's whispering.
He's just being humble. His podcast is so great. He's a one-man show, and hopefully get somebody on. Oh, don't die. Hopefully you can get a permanent guest on like Jonas. That would be great, because you guys are great. And just do an Elder Scrolls podcast forever, and that'd be great.
No.
Thanks. That'd be great.
What
No.
the hell
Just
would
like
he
that.
talk about?
Everything
You have
Elder
enough-
Scrolls.
Listen, Camelworks can do like
That is
4 hour
sad.
war videos.
Camel toe
about
what?
Elder Scrolls.
It's true.
Camelworks.
It's true. Yeah, and they're great.
Camelworks is a phenomenal content creator. He has phenomenal hair, and he has like a collection of some of the coolest Elders. He has like every single Elder Scrolls box from like different countries, and it's really pretty neat collection that he has. But Camelworks is a great dude, but he does like these really long lore videos that are very interesting. There's enough to talk about with Elder Scrolls. It's but no, I'm not doing the whole.
There's a lot. Slow Lark says, okay, so we're saying goodbye. Sad to know that we've only got 30 minutes of the show.
How it
That is
works.
how long the outro
That's
takes.
how it works. You know what? F it. Real quick.
Yeah.
BT Maverick says, I met Tim Schafer at the Day of the Devs, and he told me beep. So expect to see beep at the beep. Yep, there you go. Snow Dragon says, think you will be able to pet ponies in HDR and Everwild? Yes. More ponies than you could ever dream of.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I mean,
great.
we don't
Love
even
it.
know
Just
what the
go meet
game
Assassin
is, so
and pat him on the
yes.
head. It's the same thing.
Really good boy.
You know what, Holly? I hope we don't see Double Fine for a year, just for that.
There you go. DeMarco, was that all that you had to say about yourself?
Yeah, for now.
He's holding something back. He's like, I'll tell you more on a later time. Holly streams
No, I've
things.
gotten in the habit. I gotten in the habit of just like showing, not telling, or trying to at the very least.
Yep, me too.
He's a shower.
Not a. Yeah. Hey, come on, love
Who
it.
shows
Uh,
this?
This is our show, and Holly, your
Innuendo
channel
podcast.
is.
I feel like this is Holly's show, and we're just here for the ride.
Yeah, we're just riding it. Okay, Holly, you're.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about earlier. My I have a Opal ice maker, and I cleaned it today and did not put it back properly, and I turned it on, and water was going everywhere, all over, all the time. So I was frantically running in. I broke it twice.
That's
It should
the
be
best.
good now. So I'm sorry. I have water everywhere. So, couple things. These Avowed coins just came in. That's the front. Or sorry, that's the
That
back.
looks amazing.
This is the front. And the cool thing about these that's new is, let's see if I can get it to do the thing.
Hold your hand and behind the coin.
There.
There you go.
The side with the guy with the skeleton and the leaves is raised. It's like beveled. The other
Oh, I
side is
see. It's
flat.
like rounded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like rounded.
So you can like
Yeah.
spin it. I love
Pop
that.
it.
Sure. You can
Twist
do
it.
whatever you want.
shove it.
Yeah, and that's
Shove
why
it,
it
shove
kind
it.
of shines. That's why it kind of shines when I'm just holding it straight because it's. Anyway,
hell?
Colt's giving some of these away. The Iron Lords, Ains from Season Gaming, and I might be giving 1 or 2 away. So if you're interested, come see my channel. And they come in these cases. The coin
yes.
comes in this case. So it's like a nice, like, hard plastic case so that you can protect your coin or you can take it out, whatever you want.
Are there any coin stands?
We don't currently offer them because we can't sell coins right now, but I have been buying these cases for myself on Amazon.
Oh, shit. Okay.
See, so,
That's amazing.
Like,
That's what
I
I'm
have
talking
multiples of these,
That's what I'm
right?
talking
So that
about.
they just kind of hover in there and you can
Mhm.
flip them to whatever side you want. So
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to get some of them.
I have a few of these.
Oh,
Like,
that one
here's the
fell.
one. Well, yeah, that one did. This is probably the one that is the most rare because
Starfield!
these- That's Starfield.
Yep.
There's the original Hold the Line. This is Forza, and we had such limited quantity of these that
Ugh, love that.
like there's no more at all. Period. And so few people got them. So anyway, so the Avowed coins, yeah. Watch your people. Maybe subscribe and watch me stream sometimes, and I might be giving away. And Doom coins are coming in very soon. The
Oh,
Doom one?
man.
Forget about it. The
Forget
Doom one
about
is
it.
like-
Duval.
Duval. Forget about it. It's like, bruh, it's the shield with the cutouts of the razors on the edge. So I'm gonna be maybe giving some of those away too.
Yes, please go subscribe to Holly. She streams whenever the hell she wants, but she is in the description below. Her Twitter, her
I do.
YouTube, all that, and it's fantastic. Did you guys see
Yeah.
my Doom: The Dark Ages Steelbook?
No.
No?
You mean this one? You mean this one?
No.
Oh.
That's
I
fucking
honestly can't
awesome,
wait for my
though.
collector's edition to come in.
Oh, this is the anthology. Sorry, this is the anthology.
Okay. I was like, that's amazing. It's black and red. I love that. I can grab. Let me grab it real quick. Hang on.
So, speaking of that, because everybody knows that I'm slightly Doom obsessed, I took next Tuesday off, and I am going to be streaming Doom: The Dark Ages all day. It's early access. It's the first day it comes out. I'm going full ham on this bitch. Like,
Okay,
there's
here.
gonna
Oh wait, I
be
can't hear anything.
some special. Oh,
Sorry.
you didn't
No,
hear
go
me.
ahead. No, sorry.
I
now I
said
can hear.
next. I was just telling them next Tuesday I took off because that's the first day of early access. I'm gonna stream it all day. I'm gonna go ham on this ish, and there might be some special things on my stream. And this is the BFG.
Ooh, oh God, that's fucking
It's a
awesome.
baby BFG.
That is so cool. I love
That's
that.
really
Anyway, so next Tuesday, and then maybe Wednesday, depending on how Tuesday goes. But come watch me stream in the Dark Ages.
And that's on the 12th. I might have accidentally pre-ordered the premium
13th.
edition. I was like,
13th is the
God,
first
Joyce.
day.
Oh, it's not the 12th? Oh, yeah, no, wait. Yeah, 13th is
It
Tuesday.
probably opens up like at midnight or 11 p.m. on the 12th for the 13th. Yes.
Okay. All right, here is my steelbook.
No, I'm not gonna play it on easy. Ooh, brother. I probably have
the
that
artwork is
on
the
there.
artwork in this game is so cool.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Look, I just want a poster of just that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
gonna make
cool.
it'll make a fantastic display.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
displayed is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, look at the inside of this.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at the
The armor.
the Marauder. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Guy in
Marauder,
the-
isn't it? Yeah, it's like early Marauder. I saw a screenshot today. Well, never mind. That's probably a spoiler because I don't know if we're supposed to see that. But anyway, Anyway, it's Doom related. But anyway, all right, yeah, please go check out
My
DeMarco.
collector's edition is coming. Yeah, my collector's edition is coming. I think tomorrow. So
What does that come with? Does it come with a figure
shit. It comes with a figurine
of the Doom guy?
Mhm. Game Seeker tagged me on this dude in Romania who makes the real size shield with the chainsaw that spin like with the chain, you know, like the blades on the edge of the shield that spin, and I was like, how do I not buy it? I'm not buying this, but how do I not buy this? Like, I want it so bad. I want it
It reminds
so
me
bad.
that shield. Remember in The Boys where Huey goes to pick up the shield and he's like, ugh. He's like, hands off the fucking shield.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that. That shield has got to weigh like 500 tons or something. The Doomslayer just walking around
That's
like
what
it's
in
nothing.
in the thing it says it's free shipping from Romania, and it's funny because it says shield is heavy, and it said it was hey all you UK people and Slow Lark. It depends on the creator giving them away, or whether it's US only or other places. As far as I know, most people are doing it anywhere in the world. It's like 4.5 kilograms. I don't know what that is. So if one of you all can tell me what that is in pounds. Well,
That's like
I shut
18
up and let
pounds
other
probably.
people talk.
Tell me if I'm close. 18 pounds. 18 American pounds, not dollars, not UK dollars. It doesn't weigh the same as 18 UK dollars. Yep. You can tell how hungry DeMarco is the further away from his camera he
Yeah.
gets,
Yeah,
because he slowly is like.
He's like, pasta is just around the corner. Pasta. And this came today too.
Oh, I finally get to
that's
see
a really
it.
Cool controller.
That's so
That is a very
cool.
And it's got
Oh,
the
and it's got
rubber-
grips.
It's got, like,
Oh.
rubber grips.
Okay, that kind of.
And the buttons, you see the buttons are like.
They're like the Satan symbols.
The
I love
Cyrillic.
that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
And
I
I
love that.
accidentally got two, so I might be giving one away. We will
Okay.
see.
Okay, and that we're saving that for Doom Day on the 13th, maybe.
Or the Doom playthrough.
By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, I finished Doom Eternal, Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2, and I'm gonna tell you right now, amazing story-wise. That final boss, I wanted to punch myself. So literally what happened was, this classic tale, I'll make this very short, DeMarco, where you are so fucking done, you're so frustrated, like, I am done, I uninstalled it, I uninstalled the whole game, I was like, fuck it, I'm done, I'm fucking done.
You know
I
it's
am so
bad
fucking
when that
done.
happens.
The next
Yep.
day I pick it up, I'm like, let me just install it. Sorry, I started installing it early, first try, whooped his ass, first try. And
That's
I was
what
like,
happens sometimes.
every time, it's what happens sometimes. So guys, don't Elden Ring people, if you haven't beat the game yet, you never know. But I did finish it, and it's really hard to talk about, but I understand why they're going with prequel, because whatever they do after Doom: The Dark Ages, that's where I'm like, that has me even more excited, because I'm like, what is gonna happen? It's so good, it's so good. The ending of Ancient Gods 2 Part 2 is so good. Or just, it makes you like, what? You're like, what? Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. Anyway, Assassin, you have places. Tell people about your places.
Can you? What?
Yeah, tell us about
Why
it.
that sounds so? Why that sounds so wrong in my head?
It's fine.
Okay.
He didn't say holes, he said places.
I didn't say holes. Tell people about your holes. Just lean right
God.
into it. Oh, it's fine. Whew.
Just gets worse. All right.
Or better.
So
Because you paused.
Yep,
That's what happens when you pause.
that's what happens. Got your ass.
I never thought I would say this, but I'm glad DeMarco's the one that's not talking. Anyway, so for people who don't know, you guys,
I should go.
yeah, let's.
All right, sounds good. So you can find Assassin in the link in the description with all of his holes and his places, and be sure to touch or go follow all of those things and support Holly and DeMarco. They both have channels. Holly is like up and coming, streaming all the time, and it's so fun to live vicariously through the things that you have played and then watching her go through it. It's been awesome, especially Oblivion with the most beautiful character I've ever seen created ever. Like, she's so hot. Like, what's her name? Toodle?
Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti. Just absolutely just blows your socks right off.
There's
It's
only
great.
one Tutti Frutti.
There's only one Tutti Frutti. Her face is like, I can't even. Yeah. I can't even. It's so good. Anyway, and check out DeMarco on Thursdays to get an extra dose of D. That's what I say. On Thursdays, his podcast. And go follow Assassin on Twitch and Twitter and Temu and everything else that you can follow him on that starts with a T. Follow me on Twitter. That's the only place that you can find me anywhere else. And thank you guys so much for the support tonight. It's been fun. It's been fantastic. And yeah, that's all we had to say about that. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say your thing, Assassin. Okay, good. And cut.